Well, Bluestone did a project for my nation, the Seneca Nation, some years ago, and the general review of that was positive. You know, it was not a project that I was directly involved in, but it was something that was looking at Seneca Nation governance and finding ways to help us govern better. You know, so that was the first experience I think I had with Bluestone. Well, you know, in my experience, I mean, I've been a tribal attorney, I've been a law professor, I've been the president of my nation. I think governance systems have been largely destroyed, you know, by virtue of American colonialism, and in most places, tribal governments all need improvement in terms of structure, constitutional structure, legal structure, as well as administration of monies and programs. You know, so there aren't that many players in this field. You know, and Bluestone, I think, has certainly established a reputation, you know, of bringing together professionals who can help tribes in various situations try to do better. You can never predict who's going to be in office, who's going to be the leader at the time. They may be a good leader, they may not be a good leader. And I think the process approach that I like to take, and I think Bluestone has helped in this area, is that if you have better systems in place, if you have better procedures, if you have a better governing process, decision-making process, you can insulate yourself against a lack of leadership at the top. You know, and I think the goal is slow and steady over time, you know, wins the race. And I think that kind of approach is important, and I think that Bluestone is one of the providers in this area of assisting tribes that is helpful. I think competence, expertise, knowledge, you know, are far more valuable. I mean, presumably, if you're hiring someone to help you, they're going to have enough passion to help you. But I think the goal is do they know what they're talking about? Do they have a responsible approach to solving your problems? That's much more important. And I think, you know, Bluestone, you know, certainly fits into that category. Well, I think that the fact that there are not that many service providers who have expertise in terms of the technical and the professional approach to solving problems, but also who are familiar with Indian country. You know, and certainly as someone who works with Indian nations, you know, all around the country, it's very important that we understand the context in which we're operating. Tribes are not states, tribes are not federal agencies, tribes are not corporations. You know, and I think you have to understand the context in which Native people are making decisions, the restrictions that may exist under federal law and federal administration, and the opportunities, you know, that exist as well. And I think the Bluestone team, as a general matter, you know, has that knowledge, and it's important to recognize it.